So before we get really started today, I just want to chat to you guys a little bit about where we're going to go. So it's it's a simple practice, but it's not easy. And like always, there will be many options depending on how you are feeling, strength-wise, physically, but also like how your mind is today and like emotionally how you're traveling, all that stuff. The thing that I want to focus on mostly today is the attitude that we apply in the poses. So what I mean by that is we're going to work with a really cool, calm attitude, no matter what is going on in the pose, which sounds like, well, we're going to work towards that anyway. So, and the reason why I want to do this is because we can get really lost in like this intense attitude towards the practice, and that's necessary sometimes, but it's also equally as important to bring in the cool, calm attitude. There's a couple of you on here that have been working with me on the 40-day program, so it's a follow through of that. And what that does for you physically is phenomenal. Like, it gives us such a different development in your muscles because it's a relaxed intention, which means the muscles can strengthen actually more effectively than if you was trying to force them, which sounds really obvious, but we forget that when we're in the pose. So that's going to be where we go today. Okay? Simple, not easy. All right, let's get started. So come to your mat. I like to sit on a block or something, but if you don't have that, you don't want to, just sit as you are. And you can kneel, you can cross your legs. If there's something else you want to do, you can do that. And then I'll just invite you guys to take an inhale and lift your shoulders all the way up to your ears. And then as you exhale, take your shoulders back and just ease your shoulders down your back. Just do another couple like that. So a big breath into the back of the body. This time, hold your breath, lift your shoulders right up to your ears. Like, really build the tension. And then take your shoulders back and squeeze as you drag your shoulders down. Let's take one more full breath through the back of the body. Hold the breath, lift the shoulders up, but this time, even though it's active, keep the mind relaxed. It's a relaxed attitude, lifting the shoulders up, and then take them back and squeeze gently as you drag your shoulders down. Okay, and from there, rest your hands on your thighs or your knees. Let your eyes close if you can, or downward cast if not. Let's begin to breathe in a way that we're lengthening the breath in and out. But without any strain at all. So it's really working to breathe to our own capacity. But the moment we start to feel the force, like that straining, just back it off a little bit. And the breath today is in and out through the nose. And as you're working with evening out the breath, so the inhale and the exhale are relatively even. Notice what areas in your body feel like they want to grip. So it might be your shoulders, it might be your jaw, it might be your lower belly or your pelvis. Just being aware of these typical gripping places in your body that will probably show up when we start to move. So again, just to remind you of our intent, is to work with a cool, calm, mental attitude. Take one more deep breath in. A full breath out, let the shoulders relax. And then eyes open. If you're on a block, move your block away. We'll start with a seated side bend. Take the left leg out and bring the right leg in. If this is too intense for you in the groin, you can work with your legs crossed. That's absolutely fine. All right, if you're working with your legs like I am, take your knees as wide as you can. And then inhale the left arm straight up. Get a whole heap of space through left ribs. Place the left hand inside the left leg. And exhale the right arm overhead. Okay. So let's begin from the base up. So I want you guys to rock back enough so that you feel your sit bones plug into the earth. Once you get that connection to earth, through the pelvis, inhale, lift up through the chest. So you're lengthening your chest away from the navel. But at the same time, let tension through the right side of the neck go. And then in the pause, stay as you are. But feel when you breathe in like your breath is moving in through the right side of your rib cage. This is where we move the breath into the liver, the gallbladder, right kidney. Just see if you can get a sense of your breath moving deeper into the internal organs. And then stay in the side bend, but just reach your right arm into neck release. So the right hand reaches back to the right and hovers about 12 inches off the floor. Again, rock back to feel your sit bones plug down. So you really want to feel like this, the pelvis holds a lot of ground earth energy. And for those of you guys that are on the 40 days, it's very much the place that Apana Vayu resides. It's stable, steady part of the body. And then keeping that connection through the sit bones, guide your breath on your inhale into the upper right side of your chest. And without moving any other part of your body, start to roll the head of your shoulder, the right shoulder, just away from the chest a little bit. You might feel that you can let a little more tension in the neck go. Okay, now keeping the head relaxed, use the right arm to bring the body up. Head stays relaxed. And then place the left hand at the side of your head and help your head up easy, like you're cradling your head. And then change sides. So remember, you can do this with cross-legged. If this doesn't work, just change the cross of your legs. And then just feel again for the knees as wide as is comfortable. And inhale the right arm up, reach up. Get a heap of space through the right rib cage. And then right hand either inside. You can go outside the right leg if that does help. And then exhale, left arm over. So let's set up again. So we want to rock back enough so we feel the sit bones plug down. And then maybe even feel the tailbone reach down. At the same time, we're letting tension through the left side of the neck go. And this time, as you breathe in through the left side of the ribs, see your breath move in through the stomach, the spleen, pancreas, left side kidney. And the more intentional we are with the breath, the deeper it reaches inside. And as we know, the breath carries prana, which is what nourishes and nurtures all of our internal organs. And stay in the side bend. Just reaching the left arm out to the left. Left palm hovers above the floor, maybe 12 inches or so. Rock back onto your sit bones again. And then as you inhale, lift the chest away from the navel, so feel for length through the spine. Feel for another layer of let go through the left side of the neck. It's this area of tension that kind of clogs up the communication between the body and the brain. See if you can wash your breath through the left side of your neck, all the way into left shoulder. And using your left arm, bring your body up, keep your head relaxed, and then cradle the head with your hand as you help your head up. Spinal twist. You can cross your legs, or if you've got half lotus in your practice, you can bring the top of your left foot to the top of your right thigh. Or you just start with your left leg in front of your right, so you choose. All right, inhale the left arm up. Take the left hand behind if you're just crossing your legs. If not, you can reach with your left hand and grab your left foot. And then the right arm comes outside of the left thigh. Okay, so we're setting up for a twist, but don't twist just yet. So feel the spine in neutral. Get the back of the head over the sacrum. Feel the sit bones plug down. And then from there, as you inhale, feel the spine lift skyward. So there's a lengthening action. As you exhale, move your shoulders away from your ears and twist from your navel. So try and keep your head, your neck still. And see that the twist actually comes from the center of the body. And just working this with a few breaths. So as you inhale, the spine grows tall. And as you exhale, the twist from the navel. Okay, keep the shoulders away from the ears. Let's do one more. Inhale to lengthen. Shoulders down. Exhale to twist. And then coming back through center, easy. Change the cross of the legs as you exhale. So just keep the breath even when you're transitioning. And you can cross the right leg in front of the left, or you can do your half lotus thing. And then inhale, left arm up. Take the left hand outside of the right thigh. Right hand is either on the floor, it's like a little kickstand for the spine, or you can reach and grab your right foot. Okay, chin tucks in, back of the neck long. Inhale to lift up, lengthen. And then twisting from the navel again, so to your right this time as the shoulders move down. And notice that tendency to want to get deeper, deeper, deeper into the twist. Take the time that it takes to get there. Inhale to lengthen. And then exhale, twist again. And come all the way back through center. Inhale. Release your legs, bring the soles of your feet together. You're in Baddha Konasana. We'll take the hands behind as you inhale, lift the chest, spread through the collarbones. Feel for broadening across the front of the body, and then forward fold as you exhale. And whilst you fold forward, feel for length through the spine and press the feet together. Heels, balls of the feet. Start to feel the legs activate. And then inhale halfway, get a little bit more length through the spine. Keep the chin tucked under and exhale, fold again. So the legs are working, the feet are pressing. And then come all the way up on the inhale. And lay down for abs as you exhale. So I'm going to cue you through some modifications and then we'll build on that, and you guys just go to your own capacity this morning. So work with what's available. Alrighty, feet are down to start with, knees are bent. Feet are about hip width apart, and then interlace your fingers so the hands support the base of your skull and your neck. Elbows point up. Okay. Inhale, lift the head and shoulders up. Hold the breath, press the back into the mat, so the lower back presses down. As you exhale, take both elbows to your left knee and extend your right leg forward. The right leg's about 45 degrees, pull the lower belly in. Keep lifting the shoulders up. Inhale back to center, head stays up. Hold the breath, lower back down. Exhale, elbows to the right knee, take the left leg forward, press, press, belly draws in. Inhale back to center, head stays up. Hold the breath, lower back down. Exhale, elbows to left knee, take the right leg forward, press, press, belly draws in. Inhale back to center, head stays up. Hold the breath, press low back down. Exhale, elbows right knee, take the left leg forward, press, press, belly draws in. Inhale back to center, exhale the head down. So that's the modification. If that's where you're at today, stay there. If you're going deeper, pick your feet up off the floor and just make sure, guys, if you're working in this version, that you've always got your knees stacked over the hips, like they're not close to the chest like this. That just completely switches the abs off. So we want them there, feet active. Otherwise, feet on the floor. So remember, if you start to feel this really strain the lower back, put your feet down. Elbows point skyward. Ready? Cool mental attitude. In abs. Inhale, head and shoulders up. Hold the breath. Press lower back down. Exhale, elbows to left knee. Take the right leg forward. Bring your right hand to your right sit bone. As you exhale, contract your sit bone into your hand. So squeeze in your butt into your hand as your belly draws in. Inhale back to center, head stays up. Hold the breath, low back down. Exhale, elbows to right knee, left leg forward. Left hand, bottom of the left butt cheek. As you exhale, contract that bottom part into your hand. Pull the belly down. Inhale back to center, head stays up. Hold the breath, low back down. Exhale, elbows to left knee, right leg forward. Right hand, right sit bone. Exhale, contract the sit bone into your hand. So you're feeling the very bottom of your butt turn on. Belly draws in. Inhale back to center, head steers up. Hold the breath, press low back down. Exhale, elbows left. Pardon me, elbows right. Left leg extends. Again, hand to the bottom part of your left butt cheek. As you exhale, contract that area into your hands. We want to switch that part of the butt on. Belly draws down. Inhale back to center, head steers up. Hold the breath, low back down. Exhale, elbows to left, take the right leg forward, right hand, right sit bone. Exhale, contract. Keep reaching through the foot here as the belly draws in. Inhale back to center, head stays up. Hold the breath, low back down. Exhale to right, left leg extends. Left hand, left sit bone. Contract as you exhale. Feel the lower part of the belly draw down. Inhale back to center, head stays up. Hold the breath, low back down. Exhale, elbows left, take the right leg forward, right hand, right sit bone, contract. As you reach through the right leg, pull the lower belly down. Then inhale back to center, head stays up, low back down. Exhale, elbows to right, take the left leg forward, left hand, left sit bone. Contract sit bone into hand as you exhale, belly draws in. Inhale back to center. Exhale, head down, feet down. Take a full feeling breath into your belly. Open your mouth and let the whole of your breath go. See if you can get to the very, very bottom of your lungs. Like exhale, exhale, exhale. Awesome. Take your roll. If you don't have a roll, a block is fine. And the roll goes in between your thighs, so it's resting on your groin. Now the option here is to keep your feet down with your knees bent. You can work with your knees at a right angle, or you can take your legs straight up. But if you've got your legs straight up again, just check they're not coming too close to the chest like this. So you want them far away from your belly so you can feel your belly work. Alrighty, let's go. Fingers interlaced, hands at the base of the skull. Elbows point skyward, heels reach up if you've got your legs straight. Keep your head down, take a huge breath through the back of the body. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, squeeze sit bones. As you exhale, lift the head and shoulders up, pull the lower belly down. Inhale, head down. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, start to feel the inner leg line switch on. Exhale, head and shoulders come up, belly draws down. Inhale, head down. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, little curl of the tailbone up. As you exhale, lift head and shoulders up. Come right up onto the tips of your shoulder blades as the belly draws down. Inhale, head down. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, little squeeze of the sit bones. Exhale, head and shoulders come up. Reach elbows skyward and pull your belly in. Inhale, head down. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, squeeze sit bones, little curl of the tailbone as you exhale. Head and shoulders come up, belly draws down. Inhale, head down. Hold the breath. Curl tailbone up, squeeze the roll, squeeze sit bones. Exhale, head and shoulders come up, lower belly draws in. And inhale, head down. Exhale, put your feet down. So again, we take a feeling breath into the navel center. This is where all of the energy stirs. Open the mouth as you exhale, let whatever needs to release out. So even if you need to make a noise, like And again, we don't get to practice the mental attitude of calmness if we're not put in a situation where things aren't calm. That's kind of the point of this. All right. Setting up for straddle lifting through or frog lifting through. So if you're working with frog, you've got your knees bent like so, shins parallel to the floor. And if you're working with straddle, the legs are extended. You can do this with your feet on the wall if that's better for you. All right, so set your feet either like so in a frog position or legs extended. Fingers interlace at the base of the skull as the elbows point skyward. And again, feel the back press down into the mat, so you get that connection to earth. And then inhale, head and shoulders up. Exhale, curl your pubic bone up towards the navel. So it's a very little movement. And then as you exhale, reach your inner thighs away from your groin and pull your belly down. So remember just to go only as far as feels good. Relax the pelvis. Inhale, lift the shoulders a little bit higher. As you exhale, curl pubic bone up towards your navel, so tiny little movement of the pelvis. And as you exhale, reach through inner calves, the heels of the feet as the belly draws down. Relax the pelvis. Inhale, lower your shoulders an inch. Keep your lower back pressing as you exhale, curl pubic bone to navel. Reach the thighs away, belly draws in. Completely relax the pelvis. Inhale, lift the head and shoulders up. As you exhale, curl pubic bone to navel, reach the thighs away, lower belly draws in. Relax the pelvis. Inhale, lower the shoulders an inch. Keep the elbows pointing skyward. Exhale, curl pubic bone to navel, reach the thighs away, belly draws in. Relax the pelvis fully. Inhale, lift head and shoulders. Come right up onto the tips of your shoulder blades. Exhale, curl pubic bone to navel. Reach through thighs, feet active, belly draws in. Inhale, head down. Help your legs together as you exhale. Just hold the knees into the chest there. Let the lower back relax. Take a full feeling breath into your belly. Full exhale out. Try to get again to the very, very bottom of your lungs. Beautiful. Come onto your hands and knees. So we'll measure the upper arm bones. We're coming into dolphin. If you're working with shoulder tweaks or you're feeling less strong in your shoulders, clasp your hands. Otherwise, forearms are parallel. So I'm just going to set this up a little slower today. So I want you guys, if you've got your forearms parallel, inhale, lift your palms up, the palms of your hands, and like reach them forward. So you're trying to traction out through the wrists, and plant your palms down. And then everybody relax your neck. So let the back of the head go. Whether you've got your hands clasped or your forearms down, take an inhale through the back of the body. Press through your arms, tuck your toes, and as you exhale, lift your knees. So your legs are straight. You can have as much bend in your knees as you need to here. So don't feel like you've got to straighten your legs. And for those of you guys that need to, if at any point you need to pop your knees down and just work the upper body part, do that. All right. Exhale everything out, but stay in the pose. Feel for the places in this pose that you typically grip. Okay, for some of us that will be the jaw. For others, the shoulders, the neck. Some of us maybe even the lower belly and the legs. Once you've identified those places where you habitually grip, use the calm mental attitude to coach those areas to relax. So it's like putting your mind into your muscle. And even though the pose is super active and probably intense, you're teaching your muscles how to relax even in intensity. The breath is steady but Sthira, So feel the full capacity of your inhale. And also the full capacity of your exhales to get all the breath out from the very, very bottom of your lungs. And then lower your knees down. So you might want to watch this next pose. We're setting up for flash prep, which is a variation of dolphin. So you'll come down again, measuring your upper arms. We'll start with the right forearm on the floor and the left hand is back. So you want left elbow and left wrist to be stacked. And we'll check that a few points through the pose. So you can keep your knees down here and just feel for pushing the floor away and building upper body strength. But if not, you can start to straighten your legs and then I'll add in an up level, which is one leg up. All right. So let's come in together. Come down onto your knees, measure your upper arms. Right forearm stays on the floor. Left hand comes back, so left elbow, left wrist. Back of the neck is relaxed. Take an inhale through the back of the body. Feel both palms press down. So start to activate the arms and then tuck the toes. Exhale, straighten the legs. Now that left elbow will want to wing out to the side, so you want to squeeze that into the midline. Remember, if that's too intense, you can work with knees down. And then if you're going deeper, taking the right leg up. Try to keep the pelvis stable, so you're not opening up through the pelvis. The top of the right thigh stays parallel to the floor. And you're lifting up through shoulders, chest, armpits. Take one more feeling breath wherever you are. So relax the mind as you breathe out. And then release. Fun and games. Measure the upper arm bones, changing sides, this time the left forearm on the floor. Right hand comes back, wrist underneath the elbow, elbows squeeze in. Relax the back of the head. And then inhale through the back of the body. So really feel like the breath spreading in between shoulder blades. And as you push down through the hands, tuck your toes and exhale, straighten the legs. Again, if you need knees down, no worries. We keep squeezing the elbows into the midline so you feel chest and armpits working. And then those of you guys that are taking it up, you can take the left leg up. Keep the back of the neck relaxed. And sometimes, like just because we can take the leg up isn't always the best option for a calm mental attitude. So just check in with that. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Just working to cultivate that real honesty and integrity with our body. Steady but thorough breath. A complete inhale. And a complete exhale. And then lower the knees down. Come to stand at the top of the mat. So your feet can be close together if that's fine for your lower back, no worries. You might want to work with feet about hip width apart. Before we get moving, let's just bring ourselves back to the breath here. So knees are slightly soft. The back of the head lines over the sacrum, the lower back. Shoulders ease away from the ears. Remember that calm mental attitude, especially in those moments where things feel physically really intense. And then inhale, arms skyward. So reach in, sides lengthen. Folding forward as you exhale, let the back of the head go. Take the left leg back so left knee is underneath the hip. You're up in a high lunge and take your arms straight up. Give your palms a bit of a spread. Feel the hand bones active, shoulders soft. And then inhale, lift up through the side of the rib cage. Feel for lengthening through the spine. Plant your palms, step back to plank. Both feet together. Come forward as you inhale, pop your knees down. And then lower really slowly as you exhale so you feel like you're pushing the floor away. Once you're all the way down, hands come forward a little and come up into a very low cobra. So keep your lower belly on the floor, chin tucks in. Pressing through the palms as you inhale, staying in the pose. And then lower down, tuck your toes, press back, downward facing dog as you exhale. Left foot forward, back knee down, so knees underneath the hip. Coming up again on the inhale. So in a high lunge to start. And even though the arms are reaching skyward, feel for a softness through the shoulders. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, arms lift, ribs lift, spine lengthens. And then plant the palms, step forward and fold as you exhale, let the back of the head go. Press through your feet to come all the way up on an inhale, arms reach, spine lengthens. And then hands to heart as you exhale. We'll go again, inhale, arms up, lengthen. Forward fold as you exhale. Right leg back for lunge. So again, we're in a high lunge. Make sure the back knee under the hip and take the arms up as you inhale. It's that same thing. You feel the ribs lift, spine lengthen, palms active. And then plant your hands, step to plank, both feet together. Come forward a little, knees go down and then lower really slow. So keep pushing the floor away, but lift the shoulder heads back. Hands come forward a little, cobra. Reaching through the thighs, heart moves forward. And then lower the chest, press back to down dog as you exhale. Downward facing dog. The back of the neck go. Right foot forward, back knee down for lunge. Inhale to lift. Palms spread, shoulders relaxed. And take one more breath to lengthen. Plant the palms, step forwards and fold as you exhale. Let the back of the head go. Come all the way up as you inhale, arms reach. Feel the spine lengthen. Hands to heart as you exhale. So move a little quicker, but if that's too quick for you, you go at your own pace. Alrighty, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Left leg back for lunge. You can take it a little deeper if you want. Arms come up on the inhale. Plant the palms, step to plank. Knees down to lower as you exhale. Cobra is an inhale, heart moves forward, maybe a little bit higher. Now the spine is warm. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Left foot forward for lunge. Inhale, arms skyward. Plant the palms, step forward and fold as you exhale. Back of the head relaxed. Come all the way up. Inhale, arms reach. Hands to heart on exhale. We go again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Right leg back for lunge. Inhale. Plank. Modify as you exhale. Knees go down, lowering slow. Cobra is an inhale, thighs engage. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Right foot forward for lunge. Inhale, arms reach. Pressing through the feet a little. And then plant the palms, step forward and fold as you exhale. Press through the legs, come all the way up. Inhale, arms reach. And hands to heart as you exhale. So we've got one more round on each side. Inhale, arms up. So notice the breath is getting longer, deeper. Forward fold as you exhale. You can actually squeeze all the breath out there. Left leg back for lunge. Inhale. Maybe add a little bit of a back bend. Plank. Modify as you exhale. Come all the way down. Cobra. Inhale. Feel your hands drag your chest forward. So heart opens. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Left foot for lunge. Inhale. Plant your palms, fold forward on exhale. Rise up, inhale, big breath. Hands to heart, full breath out. One last time, inhale fully. So feel the capacity of your breath in. Forward fold as you fully breathe out. Right leg back for lunge. Inhale. Plank. Modify as you exhale. Knees down. Keep your navel drawing in as you lower. Cobra. Heart moves forward, shoulders back. Down dog. Exhale. Right leg for lunge. Inhale, big breath. Plant the palms, step forward and fold fully. Relax the back of your head. Come all the way up. Inhale, big breath. Hands to heart as you exhale. All right, my friends, moving into a standing pause series. Yay. Let's have a sip of water if you need one. And then take the left foot forward, set up for a warrior two position. Front heel intersects the back arch. And we're going to come into an archer warrior. So inhale the left arm straight up. Bend the left elbow. So the left hand is the middle of the upper back. Then you can take the right hand onto your left elbow, or you can interlock your fingers at your mid-back. Okay. So as you inhale, feel your left elbow reach skyward, like you're tractioning your left arm bone up. And then as you exhale, let your right elbow move down, if you've got the hands clasped. And then this is where we get to really start to embody the intent as we stay for a number of breaths in each pause. And the physical intensity starts to build. And we continue to apply that calm, cool attitude. All right, keep the legs the same, release the arms. Inhale the right arm straight up this time. Reach the right arm back as you exhale. Come into reverse warrior. So left arm comes overhead. You want to feel like you're lifting through both side ribs. You're not collapsing through the back there. And then feel as you press down through your feet, so you want to feel the legs activate a little bit. At the same time, exhale, let go through the left side of the neck. So you want to take tension from that part of the body out. And now staying in this pose, I'm just going to reach the left arm into a neck release. So the left hand reaches towards the left knee, but we're still in the side bend. So you want to feel like the left side of the neck is relaxed. Feet are working active. Breath is super, super steady. And then using the left arm, come all the way up. Bring the left forearm to your left thigh for extended warrior variation. So right hand comes behind. You're either holding onto your leggings or your left leg. And then relax your left ear towards your left shoulder. Okay. From there, inhale, push your left arm into your leg a little bit. So you feel the left ribs lift up. And then as you exhale, start to rotate the left ribs up. So it would be like literally a millimeter of a movement. Notice if the neck is gripped. Feel for a let go there. And then continue to breathe steady. So steady in, steady out. From there, release, straighten the front leg and reset your feet. So we're setting up for pyramid. The left toes face straight ahead, right toes turn out at an angle. Feet are about hip width laterally. Okay, hands on the hips. Inhale, lift up through the chest, so feel the spine lengthen. And then folding forward as you exhale over that front leg. So fingertips are fine. If you've got blocks you want to use, you can use them. You can also rest your hands on your front leg. And let's take an inhale halfway. Get a little bit more length through the spine there. And then folding forward again as you exhale, so let the back of the head go. And again, just coming back to that cool, calm attitude. This is a pretty cool, calm pose. Just gives us a moment to recover after the intensity of the previous three. Use this time to just steady the breath again. Remember, the breath is a direct reflection of our mind. So the more we can steady the breath, the more steady the mind, more steady the body. Okay, we're setting up for vertical splits. Walk the hands forward a little bit. It doesn't matter how high that back leg lifts, even if it's a couple of inches, but the right leg will start to lift off the floor. If you're going to the full version, remember that you need a little bend through the elbows here, and that the top of the right thigh is parallel to the mat, so you're never really opening up through the pelvis. You want to feel the lower part of the butt working. Remember earlier when we did the little ab activation there? That's the area of the butt that we want to feel that's lifting the thigh. The back of the head is relaxed. Okay, stay here, take a full feeling breath in. We're going to add on, keep the right hand on the floor, and as you exhale, take the left arm straight up. So in revolved half moon, we're twisting at the navel center. Keep the back leg active and light. So you're pushing through the right heel and then twisting from the navel as you exhale. Keep the right shoulder moving away from the ear. Take one more full breath in there. Maybe you can twist a little more as you breathe out. And then lower the back leg down. The right hand can either be inside or outside of the left foot. You can also be on a block here if you need. Twisted triangle. Bring the left hand to the sacrum. Take an inhale, lengthen your spine, and then as you exhale, twist from the navel. So the hand on the sacrum just helps to keep the pelvis stable. You can also take the left arm straight up. And then feel for a let go through the neck. Just going to notice these tension points in the body. Separate the teeth. Notice anywhere else in the body where you might be forcing. You can just back it off, even 5%. Release. Pigeon pose. Left knee bends, right leg reaches back. You can pop something like the roll or a block underneath your left butt cheek. You can also bend the back knee there. Okay. From there, take an inhale, lift up through the chest, and then come forward as you exhale. So you can come all the way down, and you can stay up on your forearms, but focus on keeping the spine long. So chin tucks in, the back of the neck is long. And the left foot is active, so you're reaching out through the inner left ankle. And that's the point in the hip joint that feels really intense for most of us. See your breath reach there. A little bit like your breath is thinning out the tension with each breath in and out. You can stay in this forward fold. If you want to add something on, we'll do pigeon sternum to foot. So come up a little bit, turn your chest towards your left foot, and then walking your chest over the front foot there. So that's just another option. Gets into a little bit of a different part of the outer left hip. You'll soon discover. And take one more feeling breath. See if you can get the ribs expanding sideways. Let the belly relax as you breathe out. And then release. So we're not going to do anything fancy. We're just going to stand straight up and come to the other side. Because luckily we get to do that whole thing again, which is the benefit of having two legs. All right, right foot forward, warrior two position. Front heel intersects the back arch. We'll inhale the right arm up this time. Bend the right elbow. You can have the left hand on the top of the elbow or you can interlock, you choose. Inhale as you feel the right arm lengthen skyward, so the right elbow reaches up. At the same time, see the left elbow move down if you've got your fingers interlocked. And where your feet are on the floor, feel like it's like you're drawing up energy from the earth into your feet, your shin bones, your thigh bones. And that's the energy that helps us stay steady. Alrighty, keep your legs the same, release your arms. Inhale, the left arm reaches, set up for reverse. So you take the left arm back and then the right arm reaches over. This right rib cage opening. Right side of the neck relaxed. And then again, see your breath going through the right side of the body, all the way to the internal organs. And keeping that reverse now, just reach the right arm towards the right knee. So you're feeling for that neck release again. You might want to roll the right shoulder head back a little bit. Get your breath underneath the right collarbone, the upper side of the chest. And then using your right arm, bring your body up. The right forearm rests on the right thigh and the left arm comes behind. So just whatever you can, grab your leggings, grab your thigh. And then inhale, push the right forearm into your thigh. Feel the right ribs lift. And as you exhale, just a little twist of the right ribs skyward there. Keep letting the neck relax. And this sense of spreading through the toes, the feet. But notice no gripping through the feet. So you want to keep the feet also with a relaxed attitude. And then slowly release. I'm going to reset the feet for pyramid. So remember, right foot forward, left toes out. Feet are about hip width laterally. Hands on the hips as you inhale, lift the chest. And then hinge forward on the exhale. If you do have a block, you can have your hands on a block there. Just working with what you've got. Hands on shins, that's fine. And then inhale halfway. Keep the chin tucked in so the back of the neck is long again. And then let your body fold over the front leg, straight through center, wherever it lands really. Steady breath through the back of the body. Let the mind cool down after the last few pauses. And then here we go, vertical splits. Take the hands forward, lift the back leg up a little or a lot, whatever you've got. Remember to engage the bottom of the butt. That will do the heavy lifting. And then turbo, like bend your elbows, turbo dog through your arms, back of the head relaxed. Yeah, keep the breath steady. And complete. Just notice that tendency to rush the inhale and the exhale. And then into revolving half moons. Keep the left hand on the floor as the right arm reaches up. Start to twist from the navel center. The back leg stays lifted and active. Only going so far as to feel the challenge, but not overwhelm. And then slowly lower the back leg down. We come into twisted triangle. So feet are like pyramid. Left hand is inside the right foot, or outside. And then the right hand, start on the sacrum. I like to just feel the pelvis there. And then the right arm can go up if that's where you're heading today. You can have a block under the hand there if you need that. Again, steady breath in through the nose, out through the nose still. And then slowly release into pigeon. So the right knee bends. And tuck the left toes under and reach the left leg back a little bit. Just create a bit more space in the pelvis there, and you can stay upright if you want, or start to make your way into a bit of a forward fold. It's this sense of ease and steadiness as you breathe in and out as evenly as you can. It's a steady breath in, steady breath out. And then if you want to take it to a different place, you can turn towards your right foot there and lean forward over that foot. We'll just take it to the outer hip a little bit more. Again, spreading your breath like water through the areas that feel really intense. Like you're washing those tense areas out with your breath. And one more feeling breath through the side ribs. And relaxing on breath out, let the belly go. And then release. You can just stay seated. So those of you guys that know inversions, you've got an inversion of your choice. You can do down dog on the wall, dolphin on the wall, forearm balance on the wall, handstand on the wall. So if you know them, you go do them. If you're not sure, stick with me. So those are you guys that are sticking with me. Okay. You're going to come down onto your elbows, measure your upper arm bones and clasp your hands. So those are you guys that are doing your own inversions, up to 10 breaths in an inversion of your choice. If you're with me, stay where you are, just relax the back of the head. And then inhale through the back of the body and feel like your shoulders broaden. You're pushing the earth away. And then tuck the toes and exhale, lift the knees. If that becomes too much with the knees lifted at any point, you can put your knees down. And then staying where you are from here, push down in through the forearms and see if you can start to lengthen the spine skyward. It's like you're lifting the weight out of your arms by engaging your legs. And then the next little bit, bring the feet together and inhale just one leg up. So we're just going to have a couple of breaths there as you push the floor away and really engage the lifted leg like it's lifting the weight out of your arms. Just take another feeling breath in there. If you need to lower the knees, that's fine. And then changing sides to lower the right leg, and then the left leg lifts. Same thing, we're using the butt muscles to lift the leg. And like the leg lifts all the way out of the arms. Neck is relaxed. One more breath there as you lift. And then lowering down on the exhale. If you're on your other inversions, start to finish up. Everybody else, come on down. And set up for a seated straddle. So, you can sit like this, if that's fine for your groin. If not, bring the soles of your feet together. So it's the same thing. just with different leg variation. All right, so I'm going to demo in straddle. Okay. Inhale the left arm up. Take the left hand directly out of line of the left hip joint, so straight out in line with the left hip, and then exhale the right arm over. Just want you guys to feel again the breath moving through the right side of the body. But this time I want you to see like a cooling breath. So that might be the colour blue. It might be a certain texture. There might be a sensation that comes with that for you. Let's see if you can see the cooling quality of your breath move in through the right side of the body. Cooling down the liver. You can any excess heat out of the internal organs. And then using your right arm, bring your body up. Slowly keep the head relaxed. Help the head up. And then we'll go to the other side. So inhale the right arm up. Take the right hand directly out in line with the right hip. And exhale the left arm over. So rock back enough that you feel your sit bones plug down again. Inhale, lift the chest, sternum away from the navel. Exhale, relax the left side of the neck. And then again, see that cooling quality of your breath move through the left side of the body. Feeling and sensing the quality of the exhale as it carries any excess tension away. And coming all the way up on your inhale, help your head up again. As you exhale, take your hands behind, so whether you've got the soles of the feet together or the legs extended, keep the legs the same, and then walking through center as you exhale. So just go in at your own organic release. No need to force anything. And you might find a sticky spot where you stay for a couple of breaths. Maybe you can go a little further after that, maybe not. And keeping the chin tucked under so the back of the neck is long. And just take one breath in through the nose. And then open the mouth and exhale really slow, really steady through the mouth. And then walking back up slowly, slowly. Coming all the way up to seated. Help your legs together if you're in straddle. And then come down onto your mat for Shavasana, final rest. So take your ankles to the outer edges of the mat. You can walk your shoulders down away from your ears. Give your neck a bit of space. Tuck your tailbone under. Feel for length into the lower back. And just for a minute or so, focus on abdominal breathing, so you feel the belly rise as you breathe in. Feel the belly lower as you breathe out. Each time feeling the body getting heavier. The weight of your bones as you relax through your skin. And then let go of the need to control your breath and just rest. If you need longer, stay here. Otherwise, remember your breath. Bring your awareness back to your body. Maybe taking a full body stretch as you reach the ankles together, arms over the head, upper back arches away from the floor. And then slowly transition to one side. Let yourself rest there for a moment. And then slowly up to seated or kneeling, whatever works. Just allowing your eyes to remain gently closed. To reconnect back to the cool, calm attitude that maybe we'll take now into our day and practice just when we remember. So deep breath in through the nose, full breath out through the mouth. And we honour all the people that have brought this lineage forward for us to practice today. To bring hands to heart. We say thank you in our own way. To bow in reverence to the practice. Thank you, friends. It's good to see you're all still here.